We are live! Week 78 of Vindication live on Twitch. I am Alexander Shaw, as always, joined by the ever-present Scott Sykes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what a show we have for you tonight.
Quite the show indeed here on Vindication, opening up with some women's action between Roxanne Ramirez and Luna Morales. Roxanne looking for some harder competition after defeating Selena Adams on week 76, getting a former women's champion in response.
Yeah, but let's not forget that Luna Morales is indeed a former women's champion herself.
True, we'll see if Roxanne Ramirez is up to the task against Luna Morales. Let's get into this one.
The opening match for Vindication is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 150 pounds, from Oaxaca City, Mexico, Roxanne Ramirez.
She is the Alpha and the Omega. Here she comes. Roxanne Ramirez making her way down to the ring. She's been a very successful rookie in her appearance here in the CWL. 2 wins and 0 losses. She's on fire, Alex.
On fire indeed she is, picking up a win against Selena Adams, sending Selena Adams to the hospital, knocking her unconscious with that spinning elbow and then repeated strikes to the head.
That was one hell of a slobber knockout of a match, and let's see if she can pull off an amazing match here tonight. Will Luna Morales be leaving here on a stretcher or even a body bag?
And her opponent, Luna Morales.
In the ring now, former women's champion Luna Morales didn't win that title without some controversy, however. Looking to make her way back to the top, hasn't been seen since she beat Scout McKenzie, current women's champ, on week 64. Maybe a win here over the undefeated Ramirez and that win from Scout McKenzie from before could put her in the title hunt.
Well, there's the aggression right off the bat with a double knee right to the arm, trying to take down the arm of Ramirez, and a monkey flip again, stretching that arm. Clearly she's focusing on the arm to take away the strength and power of Ramirez.
Well, and we saw earlier, a couple weeks ago in Roxanne's match against Selena Adams, the arms are a big part of her moveset. We saw her with that spinning elbow, and there's Spanish Fly, another move from Arsenal that requires arms. If Luna Morales is able to take away that from Roxanne, it could give her an easy edge. Oh, she hits a half Nelson driver there.
Very impressive as she goes onto the assault, and again Ramirez is now back in control, and she is also focusing on the arm,
sending her a bit of a receipt there, just wrenching back the arm. Could pop it right out of its socket.
Very impressive. Very unorthodox leg drop there, Alex.
A bit of showing off, maybe letting her 2 wins get to her head a little bit, but she can't afford to take Luna Morales lightly.
Oh, we're going outside already.
No, it's already. And what's this? A big moonsault to the outside, to the floor. As Roxanne's in full control here. I was going to say that Luna Morales is one of the more phenomenal members of the women's roster, being a former women's champion, having a decent record, but Roxanne is currently in control. But as I say that, Luna, of course, gets back in this matchup.
A big stomp right to the face of Ramirez, and Luna Morales is now back in control, showing why she's a former women's champion. And a wheelbarrow stunner there from Luna Morales.
Wheelbarrow stunner indeed. She now targets the legs, picking each and every limb to take control of here in this matchup. And Luna now bringing Roxanne to her feet, getting her into the ring. Can't win this match by pinfall submission outside the ring. You have to get it done inside.
I'm surprised that Luna is focusing on the arms and the legs, because it's really the neck that's really her target with her vicious neck breakers.
I see a big body splash off the top rope, going for the pin. 1, 2, almost a 3 count there, but just 2 there for Luna.
Almost wasn't good enough as she continues the attack, lifting up Ramirez into a reverse inverted DDT.
Reverse DDT, but now Ramirez with an arm drag getting back into this matchup, getting a moment to breathe. As she goes for a DDT, planting her head first into the canvas.
Good cover there from Ramirez, but no, Morales powers out of that cover. And now Ramirez is psyching herself, trying to see what she's going to, how she can next attack the other opponent. Off the springboard position, springboard frog splash, but didn't quite get all of it.
Didn't quite get all of it, did manage to get most of it though on the back of Luna Morales. Now Roxanne in control as Luna just tries to crawl towards the ropes, crawl to get to her feet here. As we see, Ramirez sent to the outside, and we saw this 2 weeks ago. The Black Plague by Roxanne Ramirez.
The Black Plague hits her opponent, and you've got to wonder whether Morales is knocked completely out with that. But no, she's not, as she delivers a jawbreaker to get the upper hand. And going for a running attack, but Ramirez saw it coming with a what looks like a Japanese arm drag.
A lightning quick arm drag, and now once again targeting the arm, just wrenching it back. And now Roxanne back in control of this matchup.
Now dragging Ramirez to the middle of the ring. She looking for a submission here. No, stomping once again on the arm.
Targeting the arms, going for that Omega lock that Roxanne is known for, as she hits another DDT.
Well, she's known for this, but she's trying to eye up the crowd at this point. She looked like she might be eyeing the turnbuckle in front of the diving move. Thought better of it. And going for it. Oh, under and over.
Under and over, sending her into almost a suplex facebuster there. And now Roxanne continuing control of this matchup. But Luna back into this thing with a forearm to the head. And now went for a roundhouse. Roxanne able to get out of the way. Turns her around into a big neck breaker of her own.
And here I was thinking Luna Morales was the master of the neck breaker. Apparently not.
Roxanne guns to the ropes. Big shining wizard to the face of Luna Morales.
And Roxanne Ramirez is clearly in control. We've seen this 2 times before. Can Luna Morales come back off this, or is it all over? Oh, the Tibulon driver!
But it might have knocked her out as well, as she is not currently able to capitalize. Getting to her feet into the pinfall. 1, 2, but no, a kick out by Luna Morales.
She's a former women's champion. You can't put her away that easily. It's going to take more than that to put Luna Morales down for the 3 count.
Plus, you have to wonder, could that wasted time, could that moment of hesitation where she wasn't able to pick up and get into that pinfall, could that have cost her this matchup?
I don't know, but Morales is trying to psych up the crowd. Springboard position. Oh!
And a flying forearm right to the head. That could be enough to put her away. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count there.
Indeed, it's all been Ramirez in this match, and Luna's got a lot of catching up to do. But unfortunately, it's going to be it might be too little, too late. Powerbomb.
And now to a powerbomb into a pinning position. 1,
2.
No, only a 2 count. Now into a Boston Crab.
Submission maneuver locked right in the middle of the ring. Oh, but Morales powers out.
Powers out as Ramirez usually goes for the arm here. Has not been targeting the back as much.
Nice
she
show.
gets Luna to her feet and just follows up with a forearm and a second forearm into a Pele kick.
Ramirez is definitely feeling it. She's definitely feeling the victory. Number 3 is in the bag as she goes towards Morales, picks her up to her feet. Is she looking for... Yes! Another Tiburon driver!
The Tiburon driver from Ramirez, but Luna getting right back to her feet. And now goes for the bicycle knee, but caught midair. Catches the leg though into a big dragon screw enziguri of some kind there.
It seems to be that Morales thought she had it scouted, but Ramirez is just one step ahead, and that seems to be a very common theme of this match. Ooh.
Sunset Board powerbomb. 1, 2, and no, just a 2 count.
Still just a 2 count. You've got to wonder what it's going to take to finish off Morales. A Spanish fly from Roxanne Morales. She's going to the top. Is she looking...
And we saw her go for the bitter end, which won her the match last time. Could she be going for it again?
I think she is. Is she? Wait, she's hesitating. Why is she hesitating? She's got this one.
Perched on the top rope.
Could this be mind games she's playing with Morales? Wanting to play with her... She wants to play with her food a little bit more.
Oh, another Tiburon driver.
Yeah, we did.
Gotta wonder, maybe she was hesitating due to the fact that she knocked herself out earlier with the driver, not wanting to risk that again.
It could be also that she might have thought that Luna was playing possum a little bit and decided not to give Luna the chance to get out of the way, because that would have hurt Roxanne bad. 1, 2, and now for the 3. There we go. And the winner is Roxanne Ramirez for a 3rd time.
Roxanne keeping the roll going. Have to wonder if she could be getting a women's title shot in her future, either for the Vindication title, or could she be a number contender for the new open weight title that would be debuting at Global Warning?
I was just about to say, I mean, maybe she's got in line for the women's championship, but if not, most certainly the open weight.
After all, she's now defeated a veteran in Evelyn Diamond, someone who's been able to take on the top 10 contenders in Selena Adams, and now she's being a former women's champion in Luna Morales.
The winner of the match, Roxanne Ramirez.
And here we go, second night of the evening, as Miles, with probably, I suspect, Tommy Hazard in his corner, is taking on debutee Jack Tiger.
Jack Tiger actually has been around CWL for quite a while, Scott. One of the original tag teams as part of Dragon and Tiger with El Dragon Verde. Went on to Vindication and actually faced Miles in a losing effort on week 26. Could lightning strike twice for Miles tonight?
The following contest is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the Phoenix Tommy weighing 207 pounds from Chicago, Illinois, one half of your Vindication Tag Team Champions, Miles.
One of the most dominant tag teams in CWL history, making their way down to the ring as Tommy Hazard and Miles make their entrance here. Miles Hazard.
A bit of an interesting matchup between the two. As I said earlier, Miles and Jack Tiger have faced off before, and one of the Jack Tiger, he's one of the CWL veterans.
Never heard of it.
Well, anyway, they faced off on the first week's episode of Vindication, but these two have also faced off against Jack Tiger when he was in a tag team, and they actually have a 1-1 record against Jack Tiger in tag team action. So could Miles, he has a bit of experience here in this matchup.
and his opponent, Jack Tiger.
Coming down to the ring, Jack Tiger, been quite a while since we've seen him here on Vindication.
Oh, I like seeing these new debutees here in the CWL. It gives great inspiration to those watching at home. You could be a wrestler.
Scott, he's been here before.
I recognize him.
He was in a match. He was last seen in a match against the Truth Heroes on week 53.
Yeah, whatever. So Jim Lyon is going to do a great job here tonight against Miles Hazard. I don't think he's expecting Miles. Because Miles, he's a shifty, very crafty, speedy opponent. Or you're watching out for the mile high.
Again, I have said these two have faced off plenty of times before. Miles beat Jack Tiger last time they were in singles action. Let's see if Jack Tiger can get his win back as this one starts off. Jack Tiger goes for a jawbreaker right off the bat.
Big jawbreaker there from the big man in the ring as he rolls Miles over. And there is a definite size difference and therefore a strength difference between these two. Of course, Tiger much stronger than Miles, but Miles putting the brakes on, and there's the strength of there's his own strength. Miles showing it right there with a massive vertical suplex.
You've got to wonder though, Scott, how long until that X Factor outside of the ring gets involved? How long until Tommy Hazard sticks his nose where it shouldn't belong in this matchup?
Tommy is here for moral support. He always has been, always will be. He's there for his bud.
Oh, just moral support. He's only here for moral support. Not here to, distract Jack Tiger or anything.
No, of course not. Tommy would never do such a thing.
Anyways, Miles gets into the pinfall. Miles is actually one of the better competitors here we have on Vindication. Surprisingly enough, has yet to pick up singles gold despite him having the skill enough to do so.
Big enziguri there from Miles, sending Tiger down to the canvas. And it looks like that Miles is going high risk already.
Could he be looking for the mile high already in this matchup? No, goes for a big jumping kick there.
Right there to the heart of Jack Tiger.
And now him and Tommy celebrating on the outside. Set a big clothesline, sending Jack Tiger to the floor.
Of course, now they're out in no man's land. Anything goes.
Miles going out there to join him, keeping on the attack. But Jack Tiger tosses him into the apron. And now, getting back into this matchup.
Ooh, Tiger taking Miles to the entrance ramp. This is not a very good idea. And of course, they've got to be careful of that 20 count drop kick from Tiger.
Now, for those of you that might not remember, funny enough, these two actually are the reason why there is a 20 count here in the CWL, as their match between Miles Hazard and Dragon Tiger ended in countout and was the one that started the discussion of if we should keep it at a 10 count or 20 count, as Miles hits a complete shot there.
We might end up with a 30 count tomorrow.
We might end up with 30 count if this keeps up much longer, as these two continue to battle outside the ring. Miles hitting a big back suplex driver.
Of course, there's no give in that ringside padding. It's concrete underneath there. Miles in control and sends Tiger back into the ring.
Back into the ring as Miles taunts him a bit and taunts the crowd, showing off as he seems to do more often than not.
Indeed, as Miles is clearly in control. Grabbing the leg DDT right there, driving the leg down into the mat, and quick cover 1, 2, nope, Tiger powers out of the pin.
The legs are very helpful in trying to get out of a pinfall, so it's smart for him to have targeted the legs before immediately going for it. Now Miles, what's he going for here?
Look at this unorthodox stretch here. Stop.
Oh, it's just stopping on the arm. Oh, that's gotta be painful. As Miles heads to the top rope, calls Jack to his feet.
Here we go. The Mile.
Wait.
Wait.
The mile high, but it got caught into a clothesline.
I've never seen anyone reverse the Mile High before.
Like I said, Jack Tiger has experience with Miles, able to scout out the Mile High and catch it into a lariat there. Now pick him up to a big Michinoku driver.
Tiger dragging Miles, pulling Miles over to the middle of the ring. And, double knee stomp with a roll and a moon. What I can say is a moon knee stomp right to the chest of Miles. Ouch.
A knee salt to Miles as he hits a snap suplex there.
I have to say, Miles, very impressive win record. 20 wins, only to 13 losses. Very good for someone here in the CWL. A CWL original.
A CWL original has some of the most matches here, as well part of the only tag team to have won tag gold twice, and Miles has it. That's where you've got to think most of the success has come from here in the CWL.
Big strong gut punch right there to Jack Tiger. Up and over to goes Tiger, reverses into an inverted DDT.
As Tiger sets up Miles, what's going for here? And a big running clothesline to Miles.
Making the cover.
Jack Tiger going for the pin. One, two. No, Miles able to kick out at 2. That could have been enough to put Miles away there.
Possibly, but Miles was able to get his shoulder up and he is alive and well. He's still in this one, Alex.
Still in it, and I've never doubted the skill of Miles. Miles, one of the best players here on Nancy, but currently Jack Tiger sending him around the ring into a roll-through roundhouse kick.
Sends Miles reeling back into the turnbuckle. Oh, going for the knee, but got caught by Miles. Miles with
a big rocket kick, sending Jack to the ground.
And of course, that is a vintage Miles right there, as he once again stretches the arm all the way back. Is he going to finish up with another stomp? Is he?
Oh,
yes, he is.
Another stomp to the hand of Jack Tiger. That is just painful to watch. As Miles sends him to the top rope, going for it again. Can he land it this time? Set him up for the Mile High.
There he is.
And that's going to be all she wrote for Jack Tiger. 1, 2, 3. Miles picks up the win in an impressive showing for both competitors.
Of course, Miles took him to the absolute limit, and Jack Tiger nearly got the upper hand of Miles. And what did I tell you, Alex? Tommy Hazard did not get involved at all in this match.
I'll give the devil his due tonight. Tommy Hazard was purely a bystander in his matchup. But you've got him at Jack Tiger, pulled out some impressive offense, reversing the Mile High, which none of us have seen here so far in the CWL.
Certainly was an impressive night. And this is only the second match, Alex. We've still got 3 more to go.
Only 3 more to go as the action heats up here on Vindication.
The winner of the match, Miles.
What's going on here? We have a special appearance coming up.
A special appearance by Elsa Primico?
I've no idea who this is, but you have my attention.
Who's that attacking Elsa Freemanco on a appears to be a message from KS Athletics that can only be one man. Kyle Stevens sending out the challenge to Ethan Blake, a global warning.
Well, after that bombshell, we have quite the match coming up here next on Vindication as Julie Storm takes on the Mosh Pit Princess, Tiffany Quinn.
Tiffany Quinn picking up a win at tag team match week 77 against two debutees, looking to continue her role against Julie Storm, who has not been seen since losing it to a match to Scout actually last week. So both these two on opposite sides of the on the win-loss spectrum last week, looking to keep their momentum. Let's see what happens.
This match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 135 pounds, from Jacksonville, Florida, Julie Storm.
Julie Storm making her way to the ring here for action here on Vindication has been showing a more harder, aggressive side as of late, as it's returning to Vindication and attacking Taylor Jones. Allegedly attacking Taylor Jones, but then forced to tag with Jones in the undisputed tag team tournament, unfortunately getting eliminated in the first round.
I wonder if you would have said allegedly if I hadn't put my finger up and reminded.
I was already gonna say it. It was alleged attacks. It hasn't been proven yet, but they did have a match which Taylor Jones picked up the win. Now Julie Storm looking to build some momentum here on Vindication.
And her opponent, weighing 138 pounds, from the Woodlands, Texas, Tiffany Quinn.
Here comes the Mosh Pit Princess Tiffany Quinn down to the ring, and she must be on some kind of high after the win against Eva Gento and Edie Rush week 77 of Vindication. What a show she put on last week.
Quite the match indeed. Teaming up with Catherine Love, a bit of an odd pairing considering the last time we'd seen her before that was Catherine Love beating her by countout. An odd decision here in CWL.
There wasn't a lot of love in that ring that night, as Tiffany Quinn goes on right on the assault with looks like a head scissor takedown into a Hurricane Rana.
Not wasting any time here on the offense is Tiffany Quinn. Going to be looking for the Tiff Quinn or the running haze here. And she goes into a small package driver.
I didn't go through with a pin there, as Tiffany Quinn stretches the arm. And again, stomping on the arm. Everyone seems to be targeting the arm, it seems, tonight. Why? Not the worst tactic. Again, you take away the strength or make it harder for your opponent to lift them up. It's a lot harder to lift anything when you feel just pain riding through your arm.
And now just tripping the likes of Julie Storm. Storm forced to roll to the outside.
Oh!
I think Tiffany Quinn, looking for maybe a Phoenix Splash clothesline there. I'm not too sure.
I think she was hoping to catch Storm as she was trying to roll out, but didn't quite get her. But however, Tiffany Quinn is on the assault on the outside here against Julie Storm.
Well, now Tiffany on the attack here. Not wasting any time after that unfortunate mishap there from the middle rope.
Right now, she's the dominant woman in this match as she does a swift series of kicks right to the face of Julie Storm.
This has been all Tiffany Quinn, by the way. She has... Oh, no! Julie Storm make her way over here. Julie Storm, that kick is the first bit of offense she has gotten in this match, as she now takes control of Tiffany Quinn.
The steel steps officially have done more damage than Julie Storm at this point.
As Julie back in control, sending Tiffany into the ring, side. And now what's Julie doing?
Mind games, man, mind games. Series of headbutts.
No, she's going for headbutts. Okay, never mind. Going for headbutts there on Tiffany Quinn, as Julie Storm lifts Tiffany to her feet, sends her into the ring.
Of course, have to be careful of that 20 count we do have here in the CWL. Picks up Tiffany Quinn and now sends Quinn off the ropes. Oh, looks like she was going for a big body drop, but no, got reversed by Quinn, who focuses once again on the arm.
And Quinn wanting to send this back to the outside, almost no. Looking into a hot shot onto the second rope. Again, sending this to the outside after her loss to Catherine Love by count out. And going for a big Phoenix splash to the outside. No one was home, however, as Tiffany Quinn misses big there.
I don't think no one was home, but no one was home. The door was locked, bolted, and barred with that one.
Now Julie Storm on the attack. I don't know why Tiffany couldn't want to take this to the outside after she had lost to Catherine Love by count out. Maybe wanting to prove that, that was a one-time thing, as she goes into a standing Dragon Rana on Julie Storm.
Very impressive. Oh, a bit of return to sender as Tiffany Quinn playing mind games.
Guys, do they not know this is PG? Okay, and now headbutts there to Julie Storm.
And
bit of a return to sender, as you say.
Again,
Tiffany.
This is just continuing here on the outside. I mean, could this go on all night, just breaking up the count, back outside, and rinse, repeat, as referee Dan Robinson continues his 20 count. Oh, ringer ding into the ring post.
Sending her face first into the ring post. And now a headbutt to the head of Tiffany Quinn. Not currently going the way of the Mosh Pit Princess.
And now it seems that Storm has picked her target, and that's the head and neck of Tiffany Quinn, twisting that neck there and shoving Quinn down back into the padded concrete.
Back to concrete is now Tiffany Quinn. Watching it, getting her back into the ring with a kick to the gut. Now just slaying the stomps into Julie Storm, and now ramming her head against the mat. Keeping up the offense is Tiffany Quinn.
These women are going back and forth, trying to get the upper hand. Tiffany Quinn off the ropes. Oh, and a running reverse STO.
Running reverse STO by Tiffany Quinn. And now grabbing her by the hair, lifting her up into a reverse DDT, just planting her back on the mat.
What's Quinn going for? She once again rattles Julie Storm's head against that canvas.
Not going for pretty offense, but it's effective. About as effective, though, as that clothesline by Julie Storm laying out Tiffany Quinn.
Again, Storm with a big, vicious knee strike right to the face of Quinn, going for a quick cover, but no. There wasn't able to get the victory there. However, Quinn is probably going to be feeling quite bad tomorrow.
And now, Julie Storm getting a bit of a reprieve in the corner, but lets Tiffany get to her feet with the fireman's carry reversal. Oh, and now a big stomp to the head by Tiffany Quinn.
But she's not taking advantage. That's a big mistake. That could cost her.
The ego of the Mosh Pit Princess possibly getting in her way. Now, going into almost a sit. I don't even know what to call that. A body Hurricane Rana, I guess. As she now just stomps repeatedly her to the mat. Referee Dan Robinson might want to consider possibly stopping this matchup.
They know what they were getting in for. They should continue this one to the bitter end. As
it's a shining wizard nearly taking off the head of Tiffany Quinn.
Tiffany Quinn, gets back in this with a jawbreaker. Once again, back and forth between these two. Go behind, neckbreaker into a face buster.
Neckbreaker into a face buster. as Tiffany gets back in control of this matchup. But I spoke too soon as Julie sends her to the ground. And now, psyching herself up here.
Julie Storm is looking for the end.
To her feet. As she got to her feet, she did with a big elbow. Oh, and now pulling it down into a cover. 2. No, almost stole one there, the Twin.
Lifting up, Storm to her feet. Quinn, of course, looking to end this rather quickly. Oh, another eat defeat there from Tiffany Quinn.
And that could be enough to put her away, but instead backing up into the corner.
Oh, could we be seeing it?
Could
we be seeing it? Oh, down to her knees goes Julie Storm. And out goes Tiffany Quinn, the running Hayes.
The Night Owl.
You're right.
The Night Owl to Julie Storm, and that could be enough to put her away.
1, 2, 3.
As Tiffany Quinn picks up a win against Julie Storm in a heated confrontation here.
She always psychs me out with that. Thought she'd go for running Hayes. No, the Night Owl, the reverse Shining Wizard. No one ever sees that one coming.
No one sees it coming, and being able to make the best of a dodge situation there. But this was quite the matchup. Both women not giving an inch throughout.
I imagine both of them will be going backstage to the EMTs for a bit of recuperation after this match.
Neither gave an inch, but it was Tiffany that was able to find a foot and placed it right in the back of the head of Julie Storm.
The winner of the match, Tiffany Quinn.
Wait, what?
Oh! We got some... Is that the same attacker that attacked Taylor Jones?
See, what did I tell you? What exactly did I tell you? Alleged attack. It wasn't Julie Storm after all.
I guess this confirms that it wasn't the same person. As this person now dragging Julie Storm's face across the rope. We didn't get security down here this instant.
Oh, grabbing the hair of Julie Storm and sending it right down to the mat with a vicious strike right to the chest.
A vicious strike indeed, but who is this mystery attacker?
I have no idea. Oh, wait, she's not done.
Someone get security down here. As she sends it to the outside.
Oh, I don't like where this is going, Alex.
Going for an elbow drop to Julie Storm. And now continuing the assault.
This doesn't look good. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, God.
This does look good indeed. As she just slams Julie Storm into the table there. And now... But who is this person?
I have no idea.
Someone get some help down here for Julie.
Well, I was right about the EMTs.
Looks like there will be EMTs needed, but now into a match, Classy Von Cody versus Dylan Vincent. This is a bit of an odd matchup, wouldn't you say, Scott?
Oh, I would say it definitely is unusual. I don't know what horse to back. I love the unorthodox Classy Von Cody, but Dylan Vincent's been on a roll, and I don't think the Classy One can take out such a vicious win streak from Dylan Vincent. He's undefeated in the CWL, 7-0 Discord champion. Let's see if Classy can do it tonight.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Farts Unknown, Classy Von Cody.
The Classy One makes his way to the ring. Hasn't been seen since South Beach Playboys lost to Mild Hazard Undisputed. Looking for a big win here tonight against Dylan Vincent. After all, for the longest time, Classy One Cody was the person that came closest to beating Starfield until Hunter eventually put him away. Could that magic that once was come back here against Dylan Vincent?
Well, the ladies in the house, hey to Classy.
What?
And his opponent, Dylan Vincent.
Dylan Vincent making his entrance here at the CWL Arena in Vindication, that shining, glittering Discord Championship over his shoulder. And what a man we have here tonight. What a career this man has had. 7-0, undefeated here in the CWL, and he won the Discord Championship in his second match, his second ever match. He became the Discord champion.
I believe it was actually his... I might be wrong here, Scott. I believe it was his third match. Still impressive. He still holds the record. Many have compared him to Isaac and his legendary Discord title reign. Many have compared him to the Starfield and his legendary reign. And now, as we see, he starts off with the aggression. Classy might be able to pull out the win, but personally, I don't see it happening.
There is definitely a advantage in the corner of Dylan Vincent. There is a size advantage for Classy Von Cody, and perhaps strength. However, Dylan Vincent has the youth advantage.
Classy is getting up there, and plus, Dylan Vincent has momentum on his side. He knows that he is currently undefeated. He has all the right in the world to be confident right now, as he is, again, 7-0, something we have not seen since the days of the Starfield.
There was a big back suplex there for Dylan Vincent and a massive leg drop across the head of Classy. And yeah, you're right, Classy is getting up there. I mean, Maverick Dallas recently retired. Could Classy, and he ran in the same circles as Classy Von Cody. Could Cody be not long for retirement?
As much as I love Classy Von Cody, the style he brings to the ring, you've got to admit he is easily the underdog in this matchup, as Dylan Vincent has just been laying it into him since the get-go, not even giving him a chance to breathe.
I do agree with you. I think the crowd have definitely chosen their horse to back, and that is Classy Von Cody. But I'll inform the audience, it is the wrong horse to back.
Well, as we see Classy getting back into it here with a big cross body off the top rope.
That's the largest crossbody I've ever seen.
Running back the clock a little bit, as Classy now sends him to the ground with that snapmare, working the arm, trying to...
It's exactly the kind of area that Classy wants to find himself in. More of a... I mean, he's not really a mat technician, but he needs to get an advantage over Dylan Vincent, and that's the one advantage he might have over Vincent.
Well, Vincent is a much faster competitor. Gonna want to slow that speed down, not get outsped by him. But now, Vincent sending Classy into the corner.
And again, Vincent backing up and running a vicious knee strike into a bulldog from Dylan Vincent.
And now setting up, as we've seen many times before, spinning complete shot. And that's going to be it. 1, 2, no! Classy kicked out!
The dream is still alive, everyone!
There is still life in Classy Von Cody, as he's able to kick out of the spinning complete shot. Perhaps he could fight back from this one, as he is landing the punch to gut there. But no, Dylan's got him in a snake eyes, sending Classy to the ground.
Any kind of momentum that Classy gets behind him, Dylan Vincent just returns the favor and, shuts down the offense and takes command and control.
I mean, this is the man that beat 7 men in one match. It's not to be trifled with. This goes for the pin. Only a 2 count.
I mean, that's the question: is who can stop Dylan Vincent as Meteoric Rise? I mean, to be fair, if you stop Dylan Vincent, the next opportunity will probably be the Vindication Heavyweight Championship. You never know.
Well, if you're able to unseat Dylan Vincent as Discord champion, you've got to beat him twice because he has 3 retentions. He gets his rematch if he loses the title, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon, as Classy able to get back to this matchup with the kitchen sink.
Pulling out everything and the kitchen sink tonight, it seems.
And now letting Dylan get to his thing of breathers, Cody.
Sending Vincent to the outside, and this could be where Cody gets the upper hand.
Could be. It only takes one Classy cutter from Classy Von Cody to win the match.
No,
Sees an elbow to the face.
Sending Vincent back in, not sure that was the wisest move.
And now, setting him up into a powerbomb position.
The Classy
Into
cutter!
the cutter! The Classy cutter by Classy Von Cody. That could be enough to put him away.
1,
2,
2.
no! As Dylan Vincent kicks out of the cutter.
And this capacity crowd letting these two know exactly what they feel about that result, as Classy just mocks Dylan Vincent.
What is left in the tank for Cody, though, as the spinning complete shot drives him into the mat.
Out of
1,
nowhere.
2. No! He kicked out!
Vincent is beside himself. He's arguing with the referee.
No one's kicked out of 2 complete shots before.
Dylan Vincent's going to make sure that Cody doesn't kick out for a 3rd time.
Could he be looking for the running knee, though, next time? Instead, as Vincent not able to put Cody away. Cody showing some great resilience here as he hits a cutter of his own to Classy Von Cody.
Given Classy a bit of taste of his own medicine, but Cody
Fights
responds.
back. Cody fights back. And he hits an arm drag to Vincent.
Oh,
And now a spine buster.
Spine on the pine. Cover.
To the pitfall. Come on, 1. No, only a 1 count.
I thought you were supposed to be impartial, Alex.
Listen, it's in the moment. Just let me have this.
Classy Von Cody is still just there taunting Dylan Vincent, as now coming blows to the back of Vincent.
As someone who has seen Classy fight on for the past 10 or so years, has been following him since the start of his career, this is a career matchup for Cody, as he went maybe to set up for another Classy cutter, but Vincent able to reverse.
Vincent up to the top rope here, not an area we see Vincent into area. Oh!
Oh! And what was that? Almost a corkscrew shooting star press.
Now working the leg of Cody, trying to take out the vertical support of the Classy one. And Vincent lifting Cody up for a big Michinoku driver.
And that could be enough for Classy Von Cody away too. No, not even a 3 count, but now setting up for a 3rd and possibly fatal spinning complete shot. That's going to be a 1,
2, 3.
as Dylan Vincent picks up the victory in a hard-fought matchup.
This crowd is certainly letting Vincent know exactly what they feel about that victory.
As he now moves to 8-0. Dylan Vincent's rise seems to not be halted, but you have to admit, Classy Von Cody came the closest anyone ever has to beating Vincent.
Maybe. You know what I think it's gonna take to get the belt off Dylan Vincent, Alex? I think this meteoric rise of this star is gonna have to meet another star.
The winner of the match, Dylan Vincent.
main event matchup here between Michael Young and Ian Smith. A big matchup here, possibly with global warning implications. Either one of these men picking up a win could put them in a title hunt. Ian Smith, obviously a former Discord champion, losing it to Isaac at Endgame, has not been able to get back in the saddle since. And Michael Young coming up short against Isaac and Nightmare at Undisputed and Triple Threat match for the world title. Let's get into this.
The following match is the main event of Vindication and is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 208 pounds, from Guantanamo, Cuba, Ian Smith.
In comes Ian Smith, former Discord champion, lost the belt at Endgame to Isaac under what people claim to be controversial circumstances. I'm not sure about that, but the last time we saw Smith was when he actually faced his old tag team partner Noah Morgan on week 67.
We see him repping the Fabulous Furious Freaks on the back of his jacket, but you gotta wonder, who knows what the current state of the Freaks are? I mean, we see there's been almost a sever between Princess and Morgan, and who knows if this team will ever reunite again?
We'll see if that does develop. But tonight it's all about Ian Smith taking on Michael Young.
And his opponent, weighing 253 pounds, from Melbourne, Australia, the Australian Assassin, Michael Young.
Coming down to the ring, Michael Young, ready for action here, has not been seen since Undisputed, losing to Isaac in the triple threat match for the world title. Came ever so close though from winning the world title in his home country of Australia.
What a tournament it was to a lot of fans as Michael Young, the Aussie assassin as people know him as, just coming so close to becoming the Vindication heavyweight champion, but so far. As right now, ring-a-ding, here's your main event, Ian Smith versus Michael Young. And immediately, Ian Smith with a big Hurricane Rana, taking down Michael Young.
These two have seemed to have different trajectories since year 2 began. Michael Young has been doing much better in year 2 than he did in year 1 here in CWL, whereas Ian Smith was able to win a Discord title in year 1, but has yet to pick up any significant wins besides his win over Noah Morgan.
No, yeah, exactly. And as Ian Smith hits a big frog splash, springboard frog splash, onto the back of Michael Young, but he's all fired up as he's now focused on the leg of Michael Young.
Now, Ian Smith, known as quite the high flyer, the more agile member of the Fabulous Furious Freaks.
And he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to use that. He's gonna have to use that speed to his advantage because Michael Young definitely is definitely the stronger of these two competitors. However, Ian has experience of that. As we said, he last beat Noah Morgan, who is another powerful superstar here on the Vindication roster. So he has experience beating people like Michael Young.
True, but a difference that Michael Young has that Noah Morgan seems to lack is Michael Young has a bit of a technical side to him that we don't really see too much, but when he breaks out, it can be quite fatal to his opponents. We know that often he uses that figure 4 sharpshooter to end matches, and he's been able to wrestle circles around many people that are technical in the CWL.
That is true. Will Ian Smith find himself locked in one of Michael Young's technical holes here tonight? We'll find out. As right now, Michael lifts Morgan up to it, Ian Smith up to his feet, and it goes. Oh, but Ian Smith round the houses, tilt-a-whirl, head scissors there.
Tilt-a-whirl, head scissors, and now going to the middle rope here. Going for big senton, rolling senton to Michael Young, but Michael immediately out of it into a clothesline. Almost a makeshift version of the Painmaker there as he sends Ian Smith to the ground.
Now a swift DDT to Ian Smith, sending Smith reeling. As now, Michael Young pulling to the midset. Is he going to go for that technical move? No, he's not going technical. He is, however, going systematic and now taking every single limb out of the equation by attacking each limb one at a time.
And that really helps in letting you have a choice of which submission move to end the match with. I do suspect he is still going to go with this patented figure 4 sharpshooter, but it does help to have options as it goes for a Hilo, Topeko and Hilo, but Ian Smith able to roll out of the way.
Nobody home with that one as he grabs the back of Michael Young's head and now takes him to the middle. Snapmare takedown, and Ian Smith looks like he's going to slow down this match. Ooh, clubbing elbows right to the face of Michael Young.
Right to the face of Michael Young, and now Ian Smith calling out to Michael on the ground.
Just
goes to
bring
the
it.
top rope, but Michael able to roll onto his back, maybe able to block Ian Smith going for the shooting star press there.
Well, looks like that won't deter Ian Smith as he goes back to the top rope, looking for it. There it is, shooting star press down. That's it. That looks like it did more damage to Ian Smith though. Can he make? Not going for the cover. I think that's a mistake.
Not going for the cover. As he goes for a hook him up, but gets caught into a big power bomb.
Vicious power bomb from Michael Young. There's the strength advantage coming into play. It's now
A shoulder tackle by Michael Young. It just sends it to the outside, but Michael able to catch himself, going to the top rope into a big double axe handle.
Michael Young, of course, known for his power moves and the shoulder barges. Exactly what he needs to get the upper hand. Grabbing Ian Smith.
Oh, now lifting him up
Oh!
into a brain buster. And that could be enough for Roy. 1,
2.
2, and no, just a 2 count there.
Oh, it's not down yet, but can he put Ian Smith away? That's usually just the pre-show as Bounce Mark Young does a couple of swift punches right to the face.
And now goes into a dragon suplex, sending him neck first into the canvas.
And now,
Ever since that double axe handle, has been all Michael Young.
indeed, Michael Young has gained control. And you've got to wonder whether this is starting to swing back in Michael Young's favor. Turning, oh, here we go.
Going to a German suplex, followed up by the Painmaker.
Hooking
That's
the
going to be
leg.
enough to put him away.
1.
2, 3, as Michael Young picks up the victory in this Vindication main event.
What a match between these two. Ian Smith nearly had it. I think not going for the pin after the shooting star press was the biggest mistake that Ian Smith made in this match. He could have won it right there.
Well, maybe he didn't get as much impact on the shooting star as he wanted. After all, saw Michaal targeting the ribs early in the match, but Michael was able to capitalize, hit the Painmaker, and he is the one to pick up a win in this match, possibly able to now get a rematch against Isaac, or could he be the one to unseat Dylan Vincent for that Discord title? Only time will tell.
The winner of the main event, Michael Young.
That has been all here for Vindication. I've been Alex Michelle. He's been Scott Sykes, and we bid you a farewell adieu.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, wait a second. Nightmare's here. What's Nightmare doing?
Taking the hand of Michael Young, showing some respect.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What the hell? Nightmare attacking Michael Young from behind.
Whoa! This was slightly unexpected.
Laying in the strikes. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, look at that. Nightmare pummeling. Just laying right in to Michael Young.
What the hell is Nightmare doing?
Oh, he's got a chair.
I expect this out
Whoa!
of Tommy Hazard, not out of Nightmare. As he lays in the chair shots into Michael Young. Someone stop this man.
Maybe Nightmare's the frustrations finally set in as he hits the Dream Eater right on the chair. And the damage has been done as Nightmare makes his leave from the ring. Good night indeed, everyone.
Nightmare just laid out Michael Young. What does this mean for Nightmare? And what does this mean for Vindication? We are live with week 78 of Nemesis. I am Alexander Shaw, joined by the ever-present Scott Sykes.
Oh yeah, it's week 78 of Nemesis, and we have got a stacked match card for you all tonight. Debuting Superstar coming up next.
Debuting Superstar going up against Ace Anderson in our opening contest here tonight.
Yeah, Jim Leitzel wanting to make quite the splash here on Nemesis, and he's taken on the newest member to one of the largest factions in the CWL, member-wise, Ace Anderson.
Ace Anderson having a bit of a good start here on Nemesis, picking up 2 wins against former world champion and fellow Order member Ricky Valentine. Most recently at Undisputed on the pre-show, looking to keep this ball rolling, going up against the debuting Superstar. Let's see how it turns out.
The opening match for Nemesis is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, making his CWL debut, Jim Litzel.
We some southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you can be next, you better give respect. Cause ain't nobody breaking this redneck. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. I'm a Mack truck, don't get run over. We some country boys working overtime, boys. Kings of the South, we never had nothing. Blue collar boys ruined with their hands muddy. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no, they don't want none. They don't want none, no.
Jim Leitzel making his way down to the ring. A rather imperial, intimidating entrance here on Nemesis.
Just making his way down to the ring. A new superstar here getting thrown to the wolves a bit here against Ace Anderson, one of the top competitors here on Nemesis.
You better give respect.
Not the easiest debut here for Jim.
but you've got to wonder that this is a chance. I mean, you take on Ace Anderson, you then take on Ricky Valentine, you climb that ladder, you take on all the Order. The Order are one of the top, were at some point the top dogs of Nemesis.
I mean, across them, you have a former world champion, 2 former Twitch champions, and a tag team title reign to boot. It's one of EZ's most successful factions here in the CWL history, if not the most successful.
I think the Fallen would have something to say about it.
Sure they were, but you have to admit, Order is one of the few people to hold all men's championships at the same time. Every member had a piece of gold, so Jim is going to have his work cut out for him tonight.
Woo, 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 you know it.
And his opponent, weighing 207 pounds, from Winnipeg, Canada, Ace Anderson.
Ace coming down to the ring, hot off the heels of a victory against Ricky Valentine at Undisputed. Looking to pick up a win here, and maybe a win over the debuting superstar. Could put him in contendership for the Twitch title, or even the World Championship itself.
I'm not sure about the World Championship, but definitely the Twitch Championship. Ace has got some history and got to back him up. But can he pull a surprise Ace from the deck, or is Jim Lysol going to have a royal flush of his own?
Let's get into this one. Jim gets ready for his Nemesis debut. Immediately into a headlock driver, taking him headfirst into the mat. As Ace is now back on his heels here. But now Jim, the bigger opponent as it seems. But these two going hold for hold here.
Definitely is the power lifter in this match. As Ace Anderson sends him off the ropes. Oh, collision between the two. Ace tried to go for a kick, but now a front headlock applied there by Jim Lightson.
Jim, a bit of a bigger opponent, especially muscle-wise. Gonna probably have the strength advantage against Ace Anderson as he goes for that big spinning neck breaker.
Not even a 1 count there, as Lightson able to power out of the pinfall.
Now, Ace got him at a headlock. Ace is gonna want to keep it technical, I think, here. Although not afraid of going strong in this matchup.
Definitely not. Look at this. Powerbomb in position into a cutter from Ace Anderson.
As we know, the Order is known for their powerbomb parties here in the Nemesis. As another headlock driver by James there.
Sometimes I think that I wish to take you to a powerbomb party, Alex.
Well, anyway, as now we see a big spinning complete shot from James there. And now rolling into a camel clutch of sorts.
Grabbing the chin there of Ace Anderson. Here we see some very unorthodox offense by Jim Lightson.
Another headlock driver, just targeting the head, and now getting him into an armbar, and now into a leg lock.
Armbar leg lock. Very unorthodox offense here by Jim Lysol.
And now Ace able to worm out of it, but not able to just get a single bit of offense in. But now into a big neck breaker there.
Twisting neck breaker as Lysol rolls into the corner, and Ace powers up double knee strike, sending Lysol reeling into the middle of that, but not going for a flying move there. Very unlike Ace. Tried to go for the power move, and that's where he failed because Jim Lysol was able to see it coming. Hooks the leg, not even a 1 count, as Ace able to get out of that one.
You notice the high flying of Ace Anderson. You mentioned the high flying of Ace Anderson. He's probably going to be going for the royal flush, that giant foot stomp off the top rope, and able to put many people away with that so far.
Ace picks up Oh, look at that double knee strike there.
The high card to James Leitzel.
2.
No. No.
Ace Anderson, of course, trying to take Jim Leitzel down, the debutee. You've got to wonder, this is an opportunity for Ace Anderson to also show what he's made of. Going powerbomb position up on the shoulders. Oh, look at that powerbomb.
Falling power bomb from Ace Anderson, and now setting up in the corner. I think Ace is gonna go all in here as he hits the big running knee.
He's gone all in.
That's good.
1,
To put him away. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Ace Anderson picks up the win against the very game, James Leitzel.
Indeed, at the end of the day, it was Ace Anderson holding all the cards, while Jim was left with nothing but 2s and 3s.
Gotta admit though, Jim putting quite the fight here for the debuting superstar. Obviously not coming out with a win, but he showed his strength here tonight.
Was certainly very impressive, but we'll have to see what becomes of Jim Leitzel in the next few weeks here on Nemesis.
The winner of the match, Ace Anderson.
Tag team action coming up next here on Nemesis, as unusual tag teams forming, it seems, as Brandon Michael Smith teams up with Ryan Blaze versus Alex Graves and William the Wolf Black. My apologies, it's not Alex Graves, it's
Connor Gates.
Gates.
I'm not surprised that you got them mixed up, as normally we see Connor teaming with Alex. I am a bit shocked by these tag teams, as we also normally see Ryan with his.
I know, it's the fact that William is there completely threw me.
The following match is a tag team match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Ryan Blaze.
Making his way to the ring, Ryan Blaze hasn't been seen since his loss to John Spartacus before Undisputed. Some would say one of the better members here of the Disciples of Evil, picking up big wins against guys like Ricky Valentine and Harris.
Indeed, you've got to wonder if glory is in the cards here for Ryan Blaze as he waits for his tag partner.
And tag team partner, weighing 236 pounds, from Scarsdale, New York, BMS, Brandon Michael Smith.
Making his way to the ring in very fitting entrance for BMS. Maybe has BMS joined the Disciples of Evil?
Maybe. We typically see a bit more flashiness of BMS. We obviously still has the dark lighting and stuff like that. I don't know, it seems off to me. Especially with the now teaming with Ryan Blaze. Ryan Blaze typically teams with either Flapjack Carter, Sicario, or Keen. This is an interesting team up here.
I mean, have the Disciples of Evil decided, do you know what, the Order and us have 4 members each, maybe it's time to get an equalizer in the form of Brandon Michael Smith, the suspicion specialist here in the CWL.
Very interesting choice indeed. Brandon Michael Smith coming back after being injured by William Black after getting kicked out from Chaos Athletics. Could he be looking for revenge here against William Black? Let's find out.
And their opponents first. Weighing 235 pounds from Biloxi, Mississippi, William the Wolf Black.
William the Wolf Black making his entrance here on Nemesis. Not doing too well. He unfortunately got bested by Ebac last week here. Is he looking to get once again in the climb towards the goal?
Losing to his longtime rival in Ebac, William the Wolf Black has not had the most success here. However, he has been known to turn it up for the big matches, as he was able to pick up a win in the Nemesis tournament for the world title. As well, he picked up a win at Endgame when he teamed with Justin Kane to go up against Michael Young and Serge Hunter. So William Wolfpack has proven that he can win in big scenarios. It's just he hasn't had the best of luck going his way. Maybe this team up with Connor Gates, maybe if he chooses to join up with the Truthless Heroes, he could get a bit more luck going his way.
And his partner, weighing 210 pounds, from Dudley, England, Connor Gates.
Connor Gates making his entrance here, the current one half of the Nemesis Tag Team Champions, of course, teaming with Alex Graves, also the Twitch champion. You have to wonder whether Connor Gates is looking to get some glory outside of his normal tag partner, and that's what I'm going to be very interested to see. Can he work with William the Wolf Black?
Well, maybe they're looking for, not to insinuate anything, but maybe they're looking for a replacement here in the Truthless Heroes. Have Connor and William, if William chooses to join the Heroes here, have William join the Truthless Heroes, they hold the tag gold, and Alex focuses on the Twitch title.
That would be certainly an impressive move for them, and I can definitely see William the Wolf Black joining their ranks.
Gotta be a bit careful though, as they used to have a third member of the Truthless Heroes, but they sort of left him behind on Vindication with a knife in the back, and...
Oh yeah, but they would do that to William the Wolf Black, as he's currently getting stomped on by Ryan Blaze here.
Well, Black's in the corner. However, him and Graves do have a bit of animosity, as it was Graves that pinned William the Wolf Black to win the Twitch title back at Undisputed. Could those wounds still be open? But speaking of open wounds, here comes BMS, laying it into the man that put him on the shelf for nearly 10 weeks.
Can I say, very unusual to see BMS wearing very similar styling outfit to Ryan Blaze. I mean, has he joined and we just not heard the news?
I feel like there's more to the story than has been revealed here, Scott, as Wolf puts a wrist lock here and sends BMS up to the corner, goes into an arm drag.
Very impressive arm drag off the top rope, and William the Wolf Black taking a moment to bask in the glory of the crowd.
But now BMS not letting him have a moment, and now a big German suplex to William Wolf Black now. Getting onto the attack, going into a cattle mutilation there by BMS.
This is exactly what you expect from BMS. Submission maneuvers, but William Wolf Black able to get out of that and to deliver a swift kick right to the back of poor BMS as he brings BMS into the canvas.
William Wolf Black not a stranger to submissions as well, as he has that coquina clutch that he calls the Wolf Clutch. Won him the match at Endgame by tapping out Michael Young. Could it be the key to victory for him tonight?
Maybe that's where
wait. Drop toe hold to elbow, the most dangerous move that any Arsenal attacking action executed to perfection by Connor Gates and William Wolf Black. Sorry.
Quick pinfall here by Connor Gates. I know, but powered up there by BMS. I have to wonder, is that where the Triple got the idea of bringing William the Wolf Black into the fold, given the fact that it was him who pinned Michael Young back at Endgame, as you say?
It could very well be. We've heard rumors, obviously, for the longest time, but we haven't heard of anything materializing. And then with the two, Alex Graves and Wolf Black, facing off, I did think it was going to happen, but perhaps maybe something will come up.
Nice neck breaker there by Connor Gates as he continues the attack against BMS. BMS really needs to get a tag to Ryan Blaze as soon as possible.
As now BMS kicks in the arm and now attacking the arm there, possibly looking out for the BMS special later on as he goes to tag out into Ryan Blaze.
Wise maneuver, keeping each other fresh as Ryan Blaze goes on the attack. Oh, go for a stomp right in the face, but Connor Gates able to push it out of the way. Oh, the twisted view!
The twisted view by Connor Gates, that could be enough to put him away. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count by Connor Gates.
But when the twisted view happens, you got to remember that there's a move that's not too far away, and that's exactly what Ryan Blaze needs to keep an eye out for.
Crawford going to look for the down in flames soon, and I think he's calling for it here. Kick to the gut, down in flames, but BMS is in the ring already.
Trying to take down Connor Gates, but fortunately he might have delivered an elbow to Ryan Blaze by mistake.
Well, what he has done though is he's bought Ryan Blaze some time, and that time has let Ryan Blaze recuperate and get the upper hand here in this matchup.
Go behind Ryan Blaze into, almost a reverse neck breaker there.
BMS almost acting as a kamikaze there to save Ryan Blaze from the pinfall, showing some teamwork. And as he said, maybe we aren't seeing the full picture here as Ryan Blaze tags in BMS. And what's going for here? A springboard drop kick into Flatliner.
Very impressive.
BMS. BMS.
Apologies for the lighting rig, everyone.
BMS showing his cocky self there. Connor Gates not done with Ryan Blaze, and BMS not letting him have any of it. And now going for a wrist lock, lifting him up into an arm breaker there.
Still focusing on that arm. That's a clear tactic there by BMS, and one we've seen him utilize many times before. This is, however, very new for BMS. Go into the top rope.
Well, we just saw him break out the springboard drop kick. What's left in his arsenal? Another drop kick off the top rope, right connecting to the back of the head of Connor Gates.
Again, probably setting up for the BMS special.
Oh, he's going for the BMS special number 2. And this could be enough to put him away. Just stretching out, but no, Gates able to wriggle out.
Over an arm drag coming out of it. Great technical aptitude there by Connor Gates with a vicious DDT to BMS. And now he tags in William the Wolf Black.
And we saw BMS try to get to his feet there, but wasn't able to, almost dropping to a knee in exhaustion and then fell to a DDT.
Picking up BMS and Wolf going for a strike, but BMS returns in kind. Another one goes behind. Russian leg sweep.
Russian leg sweep, and we've seen this before, into a crossface there. William Wolf Black in the submission hold. He could tap out here.
Almost an optical stretch there as William Wolfpack able to get out with some severe punches to the face of BMS.
I think William Wolfpack being the fresher man who's able to escape there, but perhaps that was locking on Connor Gates, or if he's able to lock in another one on Black, that could be all she wrote as BMS tags him in.
Another tag move
What's he going for here? Oh, and now a wishbone snap there.
These two are definitely showing that they're a very capable tag team. As Ryan
Oh,
Blaze
a series of strikes by Ryan Blaze.
and Willie the Wolf Black come back from this. No, as with a float of a neck snap there from Ryan Blaze, and Willie the Wolf Black looks completely out of it.
But looks out of it. Now a shoulder tackle by Black. This has been a bit back and forth, but I've got to get the edge here to BMS and Ryan Blaze. Not going to call them disciples just yet, because again, I'm still waiting on confirmation on if either of these two have joined their respective teams, but they've shown great teamwork in this matchup.
Going for a swift kick, but Black able to roll out of the way, but was not able to capitalise as Blaze continues the assault, and another knee to the face of Black. As again, second one for a second time. And Blaze is keeping the pressure on, and a final knee strike, and down in flames from Ryan Blaze.
Right in front of Connor Gates, almost a bit of showing off there. That's Ryan Black. Yeah, William Wolf Black though able to get to his feet.
Going for a cover here.
Going for a pinfall in his corner, but no, not even a one count.
BMS wanted to get in there, but Dan obviously stopping quickly. As William Wolf Black goes behind Ryan Blaze, and now Ryan Blaze is in trouble. Oh no! Yep, he's in trouble. Fireman's carry takedown by Black, and now Black is in control.
In control indeed.
Sets
him up. Going for the blackout. The blackout to Ryan Blaze, and that could be all she wrote. But BMS entering the ring. Could he stop in time? Yes, he does.
Oh, but he takes
But he
out
took out the referee. The BMS on a tear here. Going out to Black. And now showing reckless abandon here. Now Ryan Black going to the second rope. Choosing not to tag out to the possibly fresher Connor Gates. Goes for a big shoulder tackle.
You've got to wonder, the referee wouldn't see the tag.
Wouldn't see the tag, no. But now we see him get to his feet. Wolf Black, big teardrop suplex. Blaze looking to get to that tag from BMS. Tagging the fresher man. And now he goes for a big arm breaker into a suplex.
Nice Saito suplex there from Ryan Blaze as he goes to the head of Willie the Wolf Black, and another neck snap taking down Black. Blaze is focused primarily on the head of Black in this match, and they got another succession of strikes.
Another succession of strikes, as he said, just targeting the head. I'm surprised Black hasn't been busted open already.
Now grabbing the leg and a
leg and dragon screw.
Black crawling.
Looking, gets the tag from Connor Gates. In comes BMS as well, and now we've got two fresh men in the ring as Connor Gates hits a big running forearm into another drop kick. But BMS able to sidestep out of the way of that drop kick.
BMS
now targeting the arm once again.
Hitting a knee strike, now sending Connor Gates into a neutral corner. What has BMS got in mind? Oh, but BMS got shut down by Connor Gates. Oh, what a massive lariat.
Connecting to the side of the head is Connor Gates. And now, getting distracted almost by Ryan Blaze. What is the vendetta between the two?
The twisted view!
The twisted view by Connor Gates. And now, possibly just going after Blaze to set up so he doesn't have to worry. Oh, going for a suplex there. But he doesn't have to worry about going for the pin and having it be broken up. But now BMS in control here. But I spoke too soon as Connor Gates gets the dragon screw leg whip. These two just going back and forth.
Question is, who's going to get the upper hand, or which team is going to win?
Oh, and a brain buster right to the knee.
Willie the Wolf Black is now up and now about to get onto the apron as Ryan Blaze was already up there for his team. Oh, but once again, Connor Gates getting distracted by Ryan Blaze.
And Connor Gates wanted to make sure Ryan Blaze stays a little longer this time. With that back suplex onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring, Scott.
There's no give right there as BMS gets sent into the corner again by Connor Gates. Connor Gates into the middle rope. Tornado DDT.
And William Wolf Black not getting up onto the apron there. Oh, now getting up onto the apron. 1, 2. No, a kick out by BMS.
Of course, men are going to pull out all the stops, trying to go for an arm lock there, but BMS, the technical master he is, able to get out of it. Oh, but got caught by Connor Gates.
Got caught going for that kick to the gut there. Now lock him into a Boston Crab, a submission of his own. But now BMS able to push him off.
You're not going to take out the submission specialist with a submission move.
It's entirely possible. We've seen it happen before here in the CWL. But BMS staying on attack, but Connor getting right up after that kick.
And he doesn't look happy. A vicious knee strike
staying on the assault.
to the ribs, up on the shoulders.
Gutbuster by Connor Gates.
Connor Gates.
And Blaze desperately wants that tag, but just not happening.
We're going to see some tag team action. We are. Black and Connor Gates go for some tag team action, and here we go. The most devastating tag team move.
Into an elbow drop.
Most devastating move.
The strongest tag team move ever.
In the entire wrestling business. With the Wolf Black with a springboard frog splash to the back of BMS.
So now William Black in control, but now BMS able to get behind him. And BMS back in control of this matchup.
Could he be looking for the BMS special? No! Got shut down. Oh, but BMS!
These two just trading strikes now, block each other's strikes. Now forearm, and now a punch. These two just going back and forth into a butterfly suplex. Immediately into a BMS special number 1.
Oh, there he
And
taps!
he taps! BMS taps out William the Wolf Black and gets revenge. Gets his revenge.
What a match these two teams put on tonight here on Nemesis. And there you see it, the twisted view, one of the many highlights of the match. Of course, here's where the second twisted view occurred. I mean, these two, most of the match, I was concerned for BMS, but in the end, it was BMS that picked up the victory with that modified move into the BMS special. Very impressive.
These two went back and forth now. If BMS is in fact joining the Disciples, these two technically have a win over one of the tag champs in tag action. Could this line them up for a title shot?
We'll have to see what the future holds here on Nemesis.
The winners of the match, Ryan Blaze and BMS.
What a match we have coming up next as Ricky Valentine takes on Jonathan in a match that the crowd have been waiting for a while, and I'm excited for this one, Alex.
Ricky Valentine coming off his first win here in singles action for year 2. Jonathan yet to pick up a win here in his CWL career. Both these men have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Let's get right into the action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Jonathan.
Here he is, Jonathan, making his entrance here in the CWL, making his esteemed entrance. He's yet to pick up a victory here on Nemesis, but can tonight be his night? Can he do what Ricky Valentine did last week and pick up a victory?
Well, Jonathan has not had the easiest of times here on Nemesis. He debuted against the monstrous Taurus Fire, which is not an easy match for anyone. Let's see if he has a bit better luck against Ricky Valentine.
And his opponent, weighing 240 pounds, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, the gorgeous Ricky Valentine.
Coming down to the ring, the always stylish, the always flashy, it's Ricky Valentine.
He's styling and profiling, Alex.
Now, coming off a win against Dow Ranger last week, finally getting back to his old form. First singles win of year 2. I did not think it would be Ricky Valentine struggling to pick up W's here in year 2, but here we are.
Well, you say that. He is a former Nemesis heavyweight champion, and as you say, it was quite a shock to all of us when he had quite the downward spiral after being defeated at Endgame by John Spartacus. I mean, did it take a bit of fire out of the belly?
I mean, to go from the highest of highs and then to lose, it's got to be depressing, especially on the biggest stage here in the CWL.
Of course, the Order, his creation, has been was at one point the top dogs on Nemesis, and now reduced to a shadow of its former self.
You have to admit, they have been treading water a little bit. Ricky has been yet to find his footing. Ace has shown quite a bit of promise, though, with his recent outings. Could be in line for a Twitch title shot soon. Plus, you have Maverick Dallas, unfortunately forced to quit due to retirement. Rest in peace. As we get into this matchup, Ricky Valentine versus Jonathan. Let's get into this one.
I have no idea who to back in this one. I think that the drive for a win is going to keep Jonathan untouched. But as I say that, with a big waist lock takedown by Ricky Valentine, now with a headlock and a punch for Ricky Valentine Jonathan. That's not entirely fair.
But you've got to think the drive to win has to be just as strong for Ricky Valentine. To go from being in the main event of the biggest show of the year to not being able to pick up a singles win for at least 3 months. That's quite the drought.
It is certainly a drought, but let's see if he can tread some water, as you say. Oh, Valentine dodges the attack there into a massive Saito suplex onto Jonathan.
Jonathan, again, not able to pick up a win, and maybe tonight just won't be his night, but he's been showing some promise here against Ricky Valentine, but Ricky following up with a neck breaker and lifting him to his feet as he sends him against the ropes. Goes for a duck under, but gets caught by a lariat.
And this is exactly what Jonathan needs to do. He needs to keep Valentine grounded. Of course, we all have to watch out for the Valentine's Day Massacre and the vicious shoulder breaker that Ricky Valentine... Oh!
There's a throwback there by Jonathan.
Jonathan rolls up into a schoolboy. Wait, lifting Ricky schoolboy powerbomb.
Not going for the pin there, instead of opting for the powerbomb. As Ricky follows up with a dragon screw. Ricky back in control of this matchup. Not letting the powerbomb phase him. As we know, Order's the kings of the powerbomb party.
Running powerbomb tribute to Maverick Dallas there from Ricky Valentine.
As Ricky goes to the second rope, hits the big diving fist drop, goes for the pin. Just a 1 count.
But Ricky Valentine is in control. Can Jonathan get some momentum behind him and get back in control of this match? As Ricky goes for another Saito suplex.
Another Saito by Ricky. Ricky back in control, but just as I say that, Jonathan gets this match and a big spinning forearm.
Jonathan sizing up the competition, as tonight is his night, Picking up Valentine. Oh, but Valentine with a jawbreaker. Back in control.
Now, lifting him up to a fireman's carry position. To a running Death Valley driver. And now
Valentine.
going to the middle rope. It goes for another diving fist drop.
Of course, Ricky Valentine, he was doubting himself, and for weeks he's been doubting. Oh, wait, we talked about this earlier. There is up on the shoulders. Valentine going for it. The shoulder breaker.
Shoulder breaker. Put away Taurus Fire once with that move. Could be enough to put away Jonathan. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count.
As you say, it put away Taurus Fire, not just in singles action, but in an elimination chamber where Ricky Valentine took on 5 other men, and Kenny... Oh, Jonathan catches the leg. I think Ricky was going for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre there.
And then trips him up. If Jonathan is able to capitalize, pick up a win, that's got to be a major upset here for Jonathan. As he drags it to the center of the ring, and a big delayed fist drop.
Right onto the face. Ricky Valentine now craning the neck, cranking it around, trying to cause some damage there for Valentine. And now Jonathan's calling for the end.
Calling for the end here. As he goes into a crossface. If Ricky taps out, this could be the biggest upset of the year. But no, Ricky able to roll out of it. I don't think Jonathan had it locked in all the way. As Ricky is now sent into the corner. He kicks his way out into a big back suplex.
Another Saito as Ricky cooks the leg. 1. No, only still getting the 1 count on Jonathan. And this is the thing, Ricky needs to get some momentum. Oh, a bit of the dirty side of Valentine coming out to play.
He likes to emulate the dirtiest player in the game, so obviously he's going to steal a few of his tricks as Ricky calls him up to his feet. Kicks him in the stomach here, and goes for a big knee to the face. Nothing pretty about that one, folks.
Good night. That could have been it for Jonathan.
But Jonathan able to push him off.
Northern Lights
Northern
suplex.
Lights suplex.
Jonathan is feeling it. He's feeling this crowd. Tonight's his night, Alex, I can tell.
Now a clothesline. Followed up by a second clothesline, sending Ricky to the ground, but Ricky back to his feet. And then caught to the ground by that leg trip.
That's the thing. Valentine, I think that the sun is setting on tonight's match for him. Oh, look at
and now
those.
a couple strikes to the face. That could be enough to put him away. 1, 2. And Jonathan picks up the upset.
Jonathan with those vicious strikes right to the face gets the upset victory against Ricky Valentine tonight.
Jonathan, for his first win here in the CWL, hits a former world champion. And just when we thought Ricky was getting back to his proper form, what does this do for Ricky Valentine?
I have to admit, Ricky put up quite a hell of a fight, delivering the shoulder breaker. He went for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but was countered by Jonathan, who was able to get the upper hand and finally win the match.
The winner of the match, Jonathan.
Daniel Chandler debuted a couple weeks ago here on Nemesis, losing to Wes Bennett. Now looking to try his luck again to pick up a win, but I don't think this is the superstar to try your luck against.
Nope, Taurus Fire is one big angry giant, and he is certainly going to steamroll through Daniel Chandler tonight.
Daniel Chandler going up against the former Twitch champ and Wes Bennett, now going up against the man that beat him for the Twitch title and Taurus Fire. pray for Daniel Chandler here tonight.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first from London, England, the British Bruiser, Daniel Chandler.
The English superstar Daniel Chandler making his way to the ring. And of course, I think he's looking to try and lock in the English armbar against Torres Fire, but that's going to be one of the biggest armbars in wrestling history, I think.
Well, we saw him come very close in a very heated confrontation against Wes Bennett, but it's going to be a bit tougher to defeat the Torres Fire there. I mean, Torres Fire beat Wes Bennett quite handedly. I'm worried for Daniel Chandler safely, I've got to be honest.
Well, yeah, he beat Wes Bennett, a fellow Englishman, but let's see if he can beat Torres Fire.
And his opponent, weighing over 700 pounds, from San Luis Potosí, Mexico, Torres Fire.
Torres Fire making his way to the ring, always the presence, losing his Twitch title at Undisputed. The Twitch title curse continues, but he was not pinned in this matchup.
I keep saying every time this guy's in the ring, it should be a steel cage match to keep that bull contained. But no, they never ever listen to me as Torres Fire makes his dominant entrance to the ring. He unfortunately did lose the Twitch Championship a few weeks ago, but you have to wonder that that was under circumstances because he was not in the deciding factor.
He was not deciding factor. In fact, he has cause to ask for a rematch, but he's going to have to defeat Daniel Chandler first as this match gets underway, and then he just pushes him aside.
There's
and
the
I think
strength.
this is... Listen, I want Daniel Chandler to impress as much as the next guy here, but it's going to be quite the tall task against quite the tall man.
Not just the tall man, but the big man. You know, this is Torres Fire. He's not just tall, he's meaty. I mean, look at the size of him. That hand is about the size of Daniel Chandler's face. Oh, but Chandler, he's fighting.
Taking the fight to Torres Fire. But you talk about the size of Torres Fire. Let's just call a spade here. He's a damn giant in that ring.
Indeed he is. He is humongous. The camera does not do him justice. Oh, and a massive neck breaker right to Daniel Chandler. I'm surprised Chandler's head doesn't twist clean off.
Torres Fire takes control of this matchup. Now dragging him to the center of the ring. Let's go for here. Just a big stomp. That 18 triple E boot right into the chest. Daniel Chandler.
And there's the choke, that meaty hand across the neck and chin of Daniel Chandler.
Now lifting him up into a power, and now power slam gets the turnbuckle. I don't think he's done a running power slam into the mat.
And this is what Torres Fire is all about, the power. I mean, he is very powerful, and a crotch chop to for good measure. Welcome to the CWL, Daniel Chandler. Oh, but he's fighting back.
Fighting out. Ever the scrappy fighter is Daniel Chandler. Fighting from behind. Now laying the strikes to Torres Fire, but it hardly phases him as Torres sends him into the corner. And now lifting him up.
Oh.
Seen this from before. Patented Torres Fire. Cartwheel Death Valley driver.
All that weight just crashing down on your chest. out.
And now, sending him up, and we've seen this before, the running of the bull.
Running right through Daniel Chandler, and that is it. He is completely out. Hooking the leg. One, two. Whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Daniel Chandler, maybe against his better medical interests, able to kick out.
I completely agree with you there, Alex. That was not a wise move. I would have stayed down.
But no, he's not staying down. He's fighting back against Torso with the reverse DDT. Now targeting the arm. Hey, if Daniel Chandler locks in the British armbar, the English armbar, he could just easily make Torres Fire tap out. As we see here with the forearms, he's staying on the roll, a big elbow to Torres Fire, and now a face buster to the big man. He's got him on the ground.
But can he take advantage and capitalize? Sending Torres Fire into the corner. What has Daniel Chandler got in mind?
Now, an reverse STO into the turnbuckle. And now setting up for the Lion's boot. Daniel Chandler. No! And Torres Fire able to dodge out of the way of the Lion's boot. And now big DDT.
Torres Fire is not as cumbersome and doesn't lumber around like most people would expect. And there it is. That's what it takes for Torres Fire to seal the deal.
We've seen him put people with the BT before, but that flurry at the end from Daniel Chandler, I think if he had hit that Lion's boot, Daniel Chandler would be the one picking up the win here tonight.
Unfortunately, today, the Lion falls victim to the Bull.
The match, Torres Fire.
Main event of the evening coming up as Yuri York takes on Lisa Lovecraft in one-on-one action here in the main event of Nemesis.
Fun fact, Yuri York's first ever win here in the CWO came at the disposal of Lisa Lovecraft. Could Lisa be looking for revenge? Also looking for revenge as Yuri's member of Kel Valen's White Lotus stable. Lisa looking to work her way up to a title shot. Could a win over Yuri York be the thing she needs here tonight?
The Nemesis main event is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 113 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, Yuri York. And her opponent, weighing 130 pounds, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Lisa Lovecraft.
Here we go, main event time. Ringer, ding, we are off.
Your York big fight feel as these two get underway. Lisa already in position with a fisherman suplex of almost, and then immediately into a punch.
And immediately
So
off.
Lisa going to the top rope, not giving Yuri a second to breathe.
But Dolberov, Yuri's already getting to her feet. Oh, look at that slap! That's
The disrespect by Lisa Lovecraft, possibly spurring something there in Yuri York.
Yeah, I don't know what's that, but I think it's the darkness within. The darkness within, man.
Well, we obviously know about Lisa Lovecraft's time in the Fallen as Lilith Lovecraft, the inaugural women's champion here in CWL, looking to get her title back from the champion, from the current champion, Kel Valen, the person that beat her all those months ago.
You have to wonder if this could be the case. Oh, going for a Frankenstein, but got caught by Yuri York. Yuri York going to the top, looking for the elbow. Nobody home.
Nobody home indeed as Lisa Lovecraft takes control of this matchup. Setting up Yuri York. Now laying in the strike. Another slap, just disrespecting Yuri York again.
I have to admit, Yuri York is part of one of the most dominant factions in all of the CWL. I'm not surprised that Lisa's maybe a bit jealous.
Well, you also got to think about Yuri York's by the same stable as Lisa's arch nemesis in Kel Valen. Fitting name for the show that they're on.
Indeed, as Yuri York now going at it against Lisa Lovecraft right there in the ring. And if Lisa were to beat Yuri York, that's one member of the White Lotus that's down. Will she be able to beat Andrea, and then will she finally be able to go the distance and unseat Kel Valen, her dominance as the Nemesis Woman Champion?
Well, it's actually Lisa Lovecraft's team in the Undisputed Tournament that eliminated Andrea and Yuri York in the semi-finals.
Massive.
Massive fist drop there. Sorry, I cut you off there, Scott.
That's alright, as Lisa's cranking the neck of Yuri York. Yuri's on the back foot here. She needs to get the advantage, get Lisa down, get the Yuri out.
Just gonna want to look for that big swanton bomb. This Yuri York, but right now she's not in the predicament to hit as Lisa is raining down the punches onto Yuri York.
Once again, every time, this crowd loving all 10 punches as Yuri York falls to the canvas.
Falling to the canvas, and now see up for that beautiful German suplex.
Mwah! Perfect every time.
And now continuing the assault, choosing not to go for the pin afterwards. As Lisa continues her assault here on Yuri York, looking maybe to send a message to Kel Valen. As she lifts up into the full Nelson facebuster, and I think that's gonna be it for Yuri York.
Okay, the leg, this could be at one.
1, 2,
Oh!
no! And a kick out by Yuri.
And there's Lisa arguing with Dan Robinson about that count, but that was not a fast count or a slow count. That was exactly what it should be, as Yuri York is still in this for the win.
Still in it indeed, as Lisa now driving her head first, just tucking the head into those turnbuckles.
Lisa definitely being very aggressive in this match. We saw it in the last match that she was in, and I do think, that dark side of her that we saw back in her days as Lilith Lovecraft can fester, and it might be getting the better of her as she works towards her goal of once again becoming Nemesis Women's Champion.
Yuri York on the attack here, but Yuri's been on the back foot for most of this matchup. This matchup has been mostly Lisa. Maybe Lisa just trying to send a message, but we see Yuri going to the top rope, maybe going for that Swanton bomb.
There it is, the Yuri out.
The Swanton off the top, landing right across Lisa, and that could be enough to put her away.
1.
1, 2, no, and Lisa kicks out.
I thought Yuri had the victory right there, but Lisa able to get her shoulder up. She's still in this match. Yuri trying to feed off the adoration of this crowd.
Feeding off the adoration indeed, as she takes to Lisa Lovecraft, turns her around, looks for a Hurricanrana, but gets dropped into the bottom rope, getting hung up there.
Nice alley reversal there by Lisa Lovecraft, and another German suplex.
German suplex by Lisa Lovecraft. That could be enough to put Yuri away. 1, 2, 3, and Lisa Lovecraft picks up the victory in the main event of Nemesis.
It was a good match, very quick. I was expecting Yuri to last a tiny bit longer, but she did get the upper hand and got the Yuri out. And I honestly thought that was where Yuri got her victory. But no, in the end, it was Lisa Lovecraft that emerged the victor tonight.
Lisa Lovecraft stayed on Yuri for most of the match, having a lot of the offense. She just stayed on the gas, and Yuri York just was not able to keep up with Lisa Lovecraft.
The winner of the match, Lisa Lovecraft.
That has been all for now. It's again for CWL here on week 78. I have been Xavier Shaw. He's been Scott Sykes, bidding you a very farewell adieu.
Good night, everyone.